Okay, several things do have to be said before we can bring this event to a close. First, thanks. I would like to thank once again all of the scheduled speakers for showing uncharacteristic discipline in maintaining control over the time element that was critical. I'd like to thank Ray Goldberg personally and directly for as the godfather of the study of many of these things at Harvard. The knowledge that you would be here was an inspiration to me and to many of the rest of us, so I want to thank you for taking the time to be here during the entire session this afternoon. I'd like to thank the members of our steering committee, those of you who are here. I won't embarrass you by forcing you to stand up, but please at least raise your hands, at least briefly. Thank you, thank you, thank you very much. The names are right here. We had, of course, the assistance from some highly capable conference organizers from the Kennedy School, from the Weatherhead Center, and elsewhere. Could you please raise your hands as well? And we'll thank you. And I would like to embarrass Jess Newman and ask her to stand up very quickly. Jess Bill made the trains run on time, but I've got to say Jess is the one who put the train on the tracks. And thank you. As our RSVP list kept growing, Jess somehow stayed ahead of the problem and helped us make all the adjustments. And then a very personal thanks again to Steve Bloomfield from the Weatherhead Center. I can't stress enough how important it has been for Steve to put institutional support behind cross-school and cross-disciplinary work on food and agriculture at Harvard University over the last 4 or 5 or more years. So Steve, thank you, and the Weatherhead Center very, very much. Thanks also to our generous co-sponsors, as well as our sponsors listed on your handout. And finally, I'd like to thank the lead co-organizer of the conference, Bill Clark, at the Harvard Kennedy School. Bill not only kept us on schedule and actually ahead of schedule, Bill was essential to envisioning this event. Bill thinks big. He didn't want to do this in a small way. He wanted to do it in a big way. That meant an ambitious effort to recruit Harvard faculty to come, and a willingness then to keep expanding the venue as necessary to satisfy the growing audience. So, Bill, this has been a wonderful tribute to your skills and to your vision and to your hopes for what the university can be focusing on in the years going ahead. Thanks now also to our audience. We hope for you here, including students as well as faculty, that this isn't the end of something, that this is the beginning of an ongoing conversation here at the university over the issues that are important to all of us. We invite you to return regularly to our conference website, which will remain active. You will see there eventually recordings of the presentations, including those that you might have missed. Materials will be posted to support the little 7-minute presentations with some actual published materials if you want to go into more detail. The Twitter responses will eventually be seen there, and keep those responses coming in. That will remain an active part of the conference. And as Bill said at the outset, we're planning also to provide a comments, reactions link so that those of you who want to make more extended contributions in way of suggesting things we can do next or commenting on the session, you can go ahead and do that. we remind you also to take note of the various related food events that will be scheduled later this spring. I think they're listed in your handout. They've been listed on some of the slides on the screen in front of you, not just at Harvard, but at other universities in the area. We have two sister universities in the area, Tufts and MIT, that have their own full schedule of activities in this area, and we hope that this can evolve into a Boston-wide collaboration among universities, not just across schools within universities. So now to conclude, we'd like to correct one serious omission. We've spent the entire afternoon talking about food, but we haven't served you any food. So those of you who want to continue the conversation over food and drink, we invite you now to go to a reception that is beginning immediately on the third floor of this building. Either walk up the stairs or take the elevator. It's at the Harvard Center for the Environment, and I'll hope to see you there, and thank you very much.